Sometimes you take a boat trip to a place that just wasn't what you expected. It might be great for some people, but it wasn't great for you. I mean, this marina is beautiful, so why didn't we like it? After spending one night at the most beautiful marina ever, otherwise known as Herrington Harbour South, we took the short 10-minute cruise to their sister marina, Herrington Harbour North. While it wasn't our favorite marina, gotta walk down here to get to the pool. This is quite the walk. Super buggy. Doesn't look like we're getting in here. We're still glad we got to check it out. It's probably the nicest marina we didn't like. So if you know Herrington Harbour North on the Chesapeake Bay, you might think I'm crazy for not liking it. Herrington Harbour actually has two marinas that are about 10 minutes away from each other. And a lot of people have different opinions about which one is better, south versus north. We decided to check them both out for ourselves and split our boat trip a few seasons ago between the two marinas because there were so many different opinions about north being better or south being better. We wanted to check them out for ourselves. So on this trip, we spent the first night at Herrington Harbour South and we had an amazing time. And there's a full video that you can watch of that trip that I'll link to at the end. But after coming from that marina the night before, it was really hard to not compare the two marinas because the experiences were just so different. I mean, this is a nice marina, but it just wasn't for us. The biggest reason why? It just didn't feel like it catered to transients as much as the other marina as a marina destination. And you'll see in this video that these two marinas are a really good comparison for what's a good transient marina and what would be a better home port marina. If you're planning a boat trip to a location destination and you're really there to just check out the town like St. Michael's or Annapolis, then proximity to town is #1 priority. But when we're going on a boat trip where the marina is the primary destination, we're looking for things as a transient as opposed to what we might want in a marina as a home port. So we don't really care about a big boatyard or a good service department. What we really want is a lot of amenities. We want a big pool. We want restaurants on site. We want things to do while we're at the marina and a convenient slip where we can get to everything that there is to do at the marina. And if we're going to spend all that money on fuel and slip fees and cruise for a couple of hours, then the marina we're going to better be worth the trip. When we arrived at Herrington Harbour North, it was really hot. It was a Thursday afternoon in August. Even though they had hundreds of slips at the marina, they didn't have a spot for us with the port side like we requested, but we made it work. And then came the rain. Not the marina's fault, of course, but we were stuck at a slip very far away from anything at the marina. So we had to stay at our boat to wait for the storm to pass.
Didn't quite take a whole week without rain.
Yeah, we got the rain. Well, hopefully it'll cool off. One of the biggest problems with this trip was the slip location where they put us at the marina. And comparing it to Herrington Harbour South, we were given a slip on the main dock right near the pool, restaurant, bathhouse. In fact, that's where they put most transients because it's so convenient to everything at the marina. But at this marina, we were put in a slip that was at the opposite end of everything at the marina. It was a far walk to anything that we needed to get to. Okay. So after the rain, we began our long walk to the pool. But when we got there, the entire pool area was closed because of recent thunder. Again, the weather was not their fault. But even the bar by the pool, which people said, oh, you got to check out the bar by the pool, it's great. It was closed because it was a Thursday. No. Doesn't look like we're getting in here. That stinks. When we finally got access to the pool, it was only open for about 30 minutes before it was time to close for the day. The pool was also so small and shallow that even the kids complained about the depth and the size. So as I mentioned, the transient slip that we had was at the opposite end of the marina for the pool, but also for the restaurant. So we had to take a really long walk through the property.
This is quite the walk.
Which has this 1 mile eco trail. Kind of nice, but for August and the heat and just after a storm, it was super buggy.
So this is like a little nature trail walk over here. Wow. Wildlife habitat down here. Looks super buggy. So, a little wildlife education along the trail here.
Red-winged blackbird.
The males are pretty and the females aren't.
Typical.
Bug motel. Bug motel? Oh boy. I don't know if there's any bugs in there. Ah!
I saw something scurrying over there.
Yeah, I don't really want to see a muskrat, actually. They're kind of rat-like. It's a little too ratty for me. Ooh, something's scurrying in here.
And I know I mentioned buggy a lot, but it really was really buggy. You can literally hear them buzzing in this video.
See?
Oh, it's birds. People have to cross this. Oh,
The buggy bridge.
that's probably really nice at night.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not buggy. I don't know.
Maybe it's not buggy.
Yeah.
You're saying maybe it's not buggy. Well,
Maybe it's buggy. Maybe it's not.
So the other thing that was kind of weird about this trip was that everything seemed to be closed. Now, it was a Thursday, but it was also August. And not everybody boats on the weekend. You know, when people take trips different places, they go on weekdays also. And we expected more things to be open. I don't know, maybe it was a mistake that we didn't visit this marina on a weekend instead, but we did expect it to be a little bit more lively considering it was the middle of summer. In the end, it was actually really good that we were able to split the trip between the South and North Marinas. It helped solve the debate, at least for us, which is better, South versus North. And I'm sure that there's people on the Chesapeake Bay that have a different opinion, which is totally fine. But for us, it helped us refocus on if it's a marina destination, we're really looking for more resort-like amenities. If it's a location destination, then, you know, those things don't matter as much. So the next season we went back to Herrington Harbour, and this time we went to South. We spent 2 nights at the marina enjoying their huge pool, seafood restaurant, beach, beautiful grounds. If you want to see more of our trip to Herrington Harbour South, otherwise known as the most beautiful marina ever, check out this video.